Hi guys, so I am back to share a design team project for Seneca Pond Crafts, and this collection is called the French Farmhouse. And I'm trying to get some of this glue off of my fingers, so I hope I'm in frame because I really can't see the camera, so I'm going to try to not move it too much. So this journal is a hardback book, and what I've done for the cover is I've shrunk down one of the pages, and so I've glossy accented like the window frame and the chair here. I have a little seam binding bowl with a little applique flower. I have a metal book plate here that you can slide this out, and you can put maybe the year that you start journaling or your name or whatever have you. Here I have, the grommets, and I always like to kind of cover the grommet. I have a little bow pin with a little charm that says made with love. This is backed onto Edith Holden paper that I just tore, backed onto cheesecloth. I wanted it to look a little bit kind of rustic, like a farmhouse type of journal. It's, it's loaded like with, so you can put like maybe your recipes or journal, I'm thinking like a recipe, maybe recipes that have been passed down to you or stuff like that. For the spine, I have these beautiful applique flowers here with little pearls, and the back I left plain with little applique there, metal corners, and then for the closure I have some sari silk. And let's get right into it. Let me just stand up, make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, because I don't want to move it too much. Okay, so let's get right in. Okay, it's chunky because I have loaded it with some vintage ephemera from my stash, and that I have some in my shop as well. Okay, I'm still in frame. So I've covered the inside as well with fabric, and I've lined to give it a finished look with some crochet trim all the way around. Here I have a pocket. Everything in here is from the kit, so I don't have to keep mentioning it. Beautiful kit. I have some crochet trim here. I've dyed this trim with coffee, so it does have a slight coffee scent. I love it, but it's not like strong. You really can't smell it unless you put your nose right onto the lace, but with time it's gonna of course go away. And then I have a little pocket here with a note from the bookmaker, little label here, and then a little flip here that you can put anything on it, and that goes back in there. Little label here, you can put your name. Beautiful paper, and it says in this moment. And then I've used this beautiful lace here, and then all the tags have been stitched to avocado dye paper, and that goes right back in there. Have some bags here, and in each bag I have some Betty Crocker, vintage Betty Crocker recipe cards, and that's what makes the book chunky. And these are from 1975, and I have these available in my shop as a bundle of 24, I believe. So if you're interested in those, so that goes right back in this bag. See, and I'm in an awkward position so I cannot see what I'm doing. There we go. I think. Okay. So then you have, these are cut aparts from the kit. These are so cute. They're little baskets. And then you have your tags here. I've just stapled it. Stapled some crochet trim there. Isn't that cute with the little stamp and the rooster? Love it. And then you have like a list here. More rooster. Look at the background pages. So cute with the roosters. This is a little, one of those little flip outs. You can journal inside and then close it back up. And then I just pinned it right back up here. Little tabs. The collection comes with little tabs too. Some lined paper. And this is the image with the window and the old wooden chair and the curtain. So pretty. More of the background paper. Here we have some vintage music sheet. And some vintage lined paper that I found at an estate sale. Here I have a fabric tip-in and some crochet that I stitched onto it, and that's some graph paper. And then you get these little labels. They're like the definition labels. This one is for joy, J for joy. And then here I have a index card that I've just distressed. I left it open here, and then there's a pocket here. And then let me pull all this out. There is another card, and that one's backed onto onion skin paper. And then some vintage playing cards. It just goes in there. And then have some crochet trim here, and then that flips up for extra journaling. Little half sheet there. Avocado dyed paper. And then you have some recipe cards here that I had in my stash. And then another one of her beautiful tags. And then two tiny little tags here you can journal on. And then I just took an Edith Holden page, ripped it, turned it into a pocket, put some lace here, stitched it on. So now that creates this pocket here. And you can put that there. And then you have this front pocket there. Some Edith Holden paper, tracing paper, onion skin paper. Didn't come out like I wanted it, but it still gave me a nice little hue. Beautiful paper, Seneca Pond. This kit is gorgeous. Look at the background sheet. Looks like wallpaper. This is some vintage, from a vintage poetry book that I have for little kids. Onion skin paper. And then you have a little glassine bag, and it has this little tag from the kit. Some coffee dyed paper. And then you get these, you get two in a sheet, but I blew this one up because I wanted this to be the center of my signature. So I magnetized it, and then I just added a recipe card in it, and you can add more stuff, of course. And then it's got a magnet, and then you get this bookmark holder, and I just attached it to this envelope with this little flap, and I just attached this trim here, and then this is the bookmark. so you can just add, but the bookmark has a home right in there. Little tab there, and then another little glassine bag here, and I just have a rook card and a no playing card. These are fun to embellish or just to leave in there so you can have some vintage items in your book. More onion skin paper and more of that vintage book. Beautiful. You can write your notes there. I love it. Look at how nice. And then you have more little journaling cards. They go right tucked in there. Tracing paper, more Edith Holden, avocado dyed paper, another little half sheet. Here you got a flip, little collage that I made, and this doily is like a canvas doily, and then a little applique butterfly, and that is a little journaling spot. And then I made a little flip out of this one, little crochet trim there, and that goes right in there. So you have lots of journaling space to journal about whatever you want. This is the little pocket, and I have these little tags here, little flash card, A for apple, and then you get these little cards in the kit. More vintage music. And then here I have a little envelope, and I just made a little collage here with some cheesecloth and some canvas ticket, little applique flower, and a little trim there. And then this is the mason jars that you get in the kit. I didn't feel like doing anything to it because it's just so beautiful, and if I did anything I would have covered the flowers or this saying up here. I think that's French, I'm not sure, but look at how pretty that is. So that goes right inside that envelope. And then this is a celebrity urban myth, it's called. It's a game, it's fun. So I just stuck that right in there. And then this is a like a chores list pad that you get in the collection. You can journal there. Got a little rooster at the bottom, so I just put that behind the envelope because I left it open. Lined paper, and here I took a little little sack. I folded it, and then I put cheesecloth and some trim, and I used one of the definition labels, and then I just put a little trim here just for texture, and I put a little index card there and another little playing card and another playing card in that pocket. Here I took and attached this with some lace here so you don't lose the page, and this is magnetized and it gives you more journaling space here. And it's got coffee stain paper and avocado dye paper, and it closes with a magnet. More of that beautiful background paper. And here's the other side of that, and then here you have the other side of the bag, and I've included two more of the vintage Betty Crocker recipe cards, and that goes in that bag. And these bags will hold a lot more. Here I just made a little pocket with some lace, and then I just have another little tag. It says Moments. Added that there, and you have an I Love Lucy trivia game card and another little vintage playing card. So you get those in there. how beautiful. Here I added some sari silk on here, some sari crochet, sari silk trim here onto this bag, and I have a recipe card and 2 more of those Betty Crocker recipe cards, and that goes right back in the bag. I'm in such an awkward position, I can't see what I'm doing. Sorry guys. Okay. Here's another half sheet and more tracing paper. It's so pretty. Very country. Here's another one of those baskets. Those are so cute. Excuse me. And I backed it with some trim down here just for texture. And then here's another recipe card. Just put it back in there. And then here's another one of those lists that I stitched onto avocado dye paper. And a little tab, another little half sheet, and then I have here another little envelope with the same thing, with a little lace and the crochet trim. So here we have a little playing card, another beautiful little mason jar. It says grains, so that goes in there. And then we have another little note thingy that says details, like a list pad. And then we have, here is 2 little flips for extra journaling. We have a little glassine bag with 2 more urban mitts, and I have this I Love Lucy trivia game in the shop in the little ephemera little packs that I have. Look at this, how cute, with the Eiffel Tower and like the chicken wire. I love that. And little, looks like the little milk containers from back in the day. More vintage children's poetry, onion skin paper, Edith Holden. Here's a little envelope, but I don't think it has anything. Yeah, I didn't put anything in there, but you can put something in there. Little envelope there with some trim. Look how cute. And that just hangs out here with a little clip. Look at how pretty. The little stamp there. And here is another envelope that's magnetized, and I just put a couple little ephemeras in here for extra journaling. And that is magnetized as well. And here you have another flip for extra journaling, and I just have some crochet trim there. And in this pocket you have a recipe card and another one of Betty Crocker's recipes. So this journal is loaded. Here is another Edith Holden, and then here is another, and I just added this little crochet pull tab, a little flower backed onto that, and another one of that, cards, I'm losing my words, backed onto avocado dye paper, that's what I meant. Here I have a little applique backed onto cheesecloth, backed onto lace and eyelash trim, and some trim here. And this opens up. This is a terry wood flip out, so I have it just closed with a little paper clip. And this gives you space for extra journaling. You open it up like this and you can journal more. So then when you're done, you close it up and nobody sees what you wrote about. And then you just keep it closed with this clip. And then you have your little pocket here and your back pocket here. Little ruffle with sari silk trim. Little baggie. I forgot to put something in there. I'll put something in there before it ships out to whoever buys it. And here's another little basket. I love those little baskets I cut out. And you have another recipe card from the collection and another like a large ticket. So pretty. That goes in there. A little half sheet. And then you have this little envelope from the collection, and I just put some trim down here. Open it up and you have a rook card in there. And in the back you have extra journaling space. Lots of place to put memories in. Beautiful. I love that. Look at that collection. So pretty. Tracing paper. Here you have another bag with 2 more recipe cards. Here's another basket with another card backed onto onion skin paper. And then here you have another one of these Edith Holden little pockets that I made with a recipe card there. And another list pad. And then these cute little tags that go in the front. And you can move these around however suits you, you know. You don't have to have them exactly in this order. Avocado dyed paper, and then you have another little sack here with some vintage playing cards. And in the bag, there's an index card. Look at how cute. Here I have a little swing tab, and you have, oh, I have to put something in here too. I'll put some vintage playing cards in there, but this is from the kit. You have space for something in there, and I just made a little booklet, and then you have space for something in there, and it all closes up with this little swing tab. And then I left it open back here for another little list pad. Look at how cute this is. And then you have another spot here. A little old-fashioned iron. Another little flip. Fabric flip. And then we have another one of those sheets. And in that one you have another recipe card, Betty Crocker. And another list pad. And then in the front you have another Urban Myth playing card. And then you have these little journaling cards. Trim there. Some sari here, and 2 more Betty Crocker recipe cards. So this is what makes it bulky, is because I loaded everything up. You can take everything out if you want to, and it won't be as bulky. Here you have another terry wood flip out. I'm not going to flip it out because you already saw what it does. It opens up for extra journaling. So cute with the old-fashioned bike. I love this. Look at the rooster. Background paper. And then we have a Crafty Irina pocket here, but I don't glue this side, so I can use this for extra journaling. And then in the back you have another little index card, and then you have in this pocket another one of her journaling cards. And a lot of these I just shrunk down the pages and made journaling cards out of. I Love Lucy card and another playing card. Here you have another glassine bag with another playing card. Old-fashioned milk or mason jar, I don't know. Onion skin paper, Edith Holden, another little tab. Here is another one of her envelopes that I enlarged and used it as a pocket and magnetized it. And I just added some index card and some playing cards in there. It's got a magnet. I love the basket weaving, like the basket looking. Love that. So this journal has 212 pages, front and back. Onion skin paper. Look at how cute. Another root card in there. And then this is the size of the envelopes that I'm using for the middle of the signature. But I like I said, I blew them up, and then I made, this is another one that I just added a little, made it into a booklet and magnetized it. And what I did is I just put it on the edge of the page, and it's holding it like that, and I just put this right in there. Another little tag. And the magnet holds it. More vintage poetry. Tracing paper. Here's another flip, little collage there, and then this is another, oh how pretty is that, with some trim down there. So the good thing about her kits is you can play with her pages, you can enlarge them, make them smaller. I love that. Here's another one of those little collages on this envelope, and I just have a list pad here that I just tucked back there, and another little pretty mason jar. And just stuck it right in the envelope. Another little pocket here. I Love Lucy, and a little tag there. Half sheet. And it's a little tight because I just made it, but with use it loosens up a little. Here's 2 more Betty Crockers and full recipes and instructions in the back. Another little mason jar here. Look at how cute. It gets stuck in that little cute little basket. Little label up top on the avocado dyed paper. And here's another little sack, and I just have E for eggs. And just a vintage little playing card in that pocket. And D for delight. And here are 2 more journaling cards. Beautiful. This kit is beautiful, and it's big. Here I took 2 of her basket cut aparts, put them together, and made that little pocket. And this is from the kit, this one is. And I just added that there. And this is the back. And for the back, I have this pocket here with this trim there. And I made this little pocket, P for pan. I added a library card from my stash with a little applique there. This is from her kit. It opens up and it has two little pockets, and I just have two little tags in here. And I just added that in this pocket back here, along with this and this. And that is this Chunky Monkey book. Like I said, you want it less chunky, just take out all of the recipe cards and it won't be as fat. So that is it, guys. That is the book. I hope you guys like it. It's gonna be listed in my Etsy, and yeah, I'll have the link for this digital kit in the description box below. So yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you like it, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.